Here goes nothing. So, the goal of this week is to be slightly more natural on the video and to actually get through a few of the goals we are trying to achieve this week. So, first of all, for the Clinify app, we need to try and see if we can get the patient information leaflets working. At the moment, they're a little bit too verbose and it doesn't take into account what the patients might be on medication-wise in the background versus what we prescribe. So that's goal one. For the ClaimFlow app, we need to try and improve the conversation. At the moment, it keeps forgetting everything, which is pretty damn useless. And also it thinks if you're not logged in, it can't have a conversation with you. So we need to improve that. I'm thinking at the moment, just take out the middleware entirely, try and get the conversation flow working better, see if I can extract all the information out of the conversation, and then build it out back from there. It's a good lesson to be learned about focusing on what the main goals of the app are and building everything else as you need it, as you go. And then finally, for the sales assistant app, the goal is to finalize an email to follow up on the communication that we had last year with the company who it's sitting with at the moment. So it's in the hands of users, goodness gracious. But there were some questions about how we handle sensitive business data. And I do have a solution which I shared with them in terms of hosting a dedicated model, something open source that could be fine-tuned to deal with the data from the business. And yeah, fingers crossed they will be happy with the solution. So here we go. And yes, you can be glad that this camera only picks up sound and video because I've just come from gym. And yeah, if you could smell me now, holy hell. I'm a big fan of WhisperFlow. If you haven't used it, it's quite a nice way to interact. I find I can code a lot faster because I can talk, I can speak, apparently not. I can speak better instructions than I can write them. And also tend to get lazy when I write, so I find this quite works, so bear with me. Hey Claude, you were helping me with the ClaimFlow project. Okay, let's leave Claude to do that. If any of you are watching and happen to do a bit of vibe coding and can teach me a thing or two, please do. I have become almost entirely reliant on vibe coding since I started because it works so friggin' well and it's allowed me to speed things up. However, sometimes I get stuck fixing bugs and screaming at Claude instead of getting down into the weeds of things, which is actually what I want to do now for the ClaimFlow app. And this is the medical app that I'm working with at the moment. So the goal for this one is I want to try and get a hold of the prompt that we are using for the patient information leaflets that we generate off of the notes. And I want to try and make it less verbose. And I also want it to consider the medicine that might be prescribed and the medications that the patients are on, and provide feedback to the patients about possible interactions and complications. Again, when to seek healthcare and when not to. And it all needs to be evidence-based, so we need to ensure that that's included. Okay, so both of these are now familiarizing themselves with the code base. It's quite cool because Opus will set off different agents who will run off in the background, carry out different tasks, and then kind of assimilate all their findings back into one sort of overarching kind of coordinator. So it's very, very quick. And then the third goal for tonight is to follow up with the guys who have the sales app. So the third project that I've been working on now for a year is a project that works as a sales rep assistant, effectively, for companies that have large inventories that require sort of huge amounts of knowledge of product, and as well as customer needs. And the goal is that with every inquiry from a customer, the information can be very quickly sought, but along with it can be a sort of extra pertinent information can be given. So for example, like if the sales rep wants to offer kind of complementary products to the customer, the goal is that the product codes, the necessary products that the customer is looking for, is generated quite quickly. And if the sales agent or the customer don't know what questions to ask in order to be very specific about the products they need, the sales rep assistant will have that knowledge. So this went down quite well with the company who is trialing it at the moment. There was just concern about security, and the goal is to follow up with them today to find out if they are happy with the recommendations that I made, or kind of the plan that I have for security. Okay, so a bit of frustration today. Didn't make as much progress as I wanted to. Still struggling with the fact that the download is not working. We seem to have fixed the session management, which wasn't the initial goal for today. That's specific to the Clinify app. With regards to ClaimFlow, there was an issue with it deploying to an old backend, which is no longer in use. So, sorry, not backend, URL. So we fixed that now. It's busy deploying. It's getting quite late. Have another full day of work tomorrow. So I'm gonna wrap it up there and pick this up tomorrow or the next night. But considering it's Wednesday, we are running out of time for week 2 and haven't yet fixed the bugs we need to fix. Okay, hold on, some of my tests for ClaimFlow are working, so that's good news. That was a surprising Surprising little turn of events there. Okay, at least some good news before bed, but a little bit more frustrated with regards to the downloading on the Clinify app. So I'll work on that, do a bit of reading, and find out what the hell I'm going to do to try and fix that. A bit frustrating because I was hoping to show some colleagues tomorrow at work. We'll work on that and try and get it going.